Hey, what's up, guys? SeasonalTalkSam here to bring you guys a spring 2012 anime first impressions video. Yeah, pretty much going to be talking about obviously the shows that I've been now watching from this season and giving my thoughts on them currently based on the first 4 or 5 episodes that I've seen from each of these shows. And yeah, so they're going to obviously going to be annotations to certain parts of the video. So say like if the only shows you're watching from the season are Zetman, Fate Zero, or Rock Lee or the Rock Lee anime, then just click to those corresponding um, annotations, and it'll take you straight there. Because I know for a fact not everyone's going to be watching the exact same shows I'm watching from the season. If you are, then that's awesome. But yeah, so I'm pretty much going to start off the video with Excel World. And yeah, so Excel World, the first episode got me hooked, because I just like the first episode really just like, I don't know, I mean, yeah, it was just that one show actually surprised me because I didn't think I was actually gonna like it that much. But the first episode just pretty much blew me away with pretty much setting up the story with Haruyuki, and then you have the chick, Kuro Yuki Hime, and just yeah, and then pretty much it, like, so far I've seen the first 5 episodes of it so far, and they're okay, they're pretty good. Um, episode the recent episode 5 was okay. I mean, it was actually kind of, it was cool that we found out who Silent Power was, which I honestly didn't expect to be um Taku, because honestly, I mean, I literally thought it was a person we haven't met, but apparently they made it to be Taku. But I liked how they had their little fight and they resolved the matter, and Kuroyuki is alive and all that stuff. So wondering what's going to happen next with Excel World. I hear it's supposed to be 24 episodes long. So yeah, so liking Excel World so far. Hope Viz actually gets additional rights to the show. Um, yeah, such as having the ability to dub it and also release it on DVD and Blu-ray. Because I mean, I as of right now I would buy it, but we'll see how that goes, because we only got like, there's like what, 5, so like 21 episodes left of the series so far. So who knows? Maybe the show might go downhill, or maybe it'll just keep getting rapidly better by each episode. So that's pretty much that for Excel World. Next show I want to talk about is Eureka 7 AO, or Astro Ocean. And I'm so glad that Funimation actually picked this up, because this was one of the many shows I actually wanted to watch, because I was a big fan of Eureka 7 back when I want to say I was like, when it was showing on Adult Swim, which I was like, I want to say 12 or 13. Yeah, 13. 12. Yeah, 12. Yeah, I want to say 12. And I just completely, loved the show. Like, I would literally stay up every Saturday just to, watch Eureka 7 along with Bleach and a few other shows, but mainly Eureka 7. Eureka 7 and Bleach, those were the two main shows in terms that I would, stay up and watch back in 2006, from yeah, 2006 to 2007. Those were the two main shows. And yeah, and I was really excited that we were getting another continuation to the Eureka 7 story, because honestly I haven't even seen the movie yet, so I actually need to get onto that, because seeing how Bandai is going down, I gotta pick up the movie as soon as I can. So yeah, and I might eventually even pick up the DVDs singles for Eureka 7. But anyway, that's completely off topic. But Eureka 7 AO, the first episode wasn't really all that good in my opinion. It was meh. I mean, it was pretty much just setting up, I guess, the tone for the story for the series. But episode 2 was way better. I had to say it was way better, because just watching episode 1, it was like, really, like, this episode was just boring compared to like the first episode. I enjoyed Eureka 7's first episode rather more than AO's first episode, but episode 2 made it, pretty much made up for episode 1. And yeah, so really liking how this is going so far. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I'm pretty much watching it by the Funimation stream. I think the actual show is on episode 5 or 6 right now or something. Probably 5. But yeah, hopefully, I have a feeling that Funimation will eventually catch up the to the broadcast airing, so they'll simulcast it every week instead of putting out 2 episodes each Thursday. So, um, but yeah. So anyway, if you haven't, so what do you so for anyone who watched is a fan of Eureka 7 and is currently watching AO, what do you think of so far? I personally think it's okay. It's okay. Episode 2 just made it a lot better for me because if I was just judging it based off of episode 1, I would say it's like I would say it was pretty much a letdown, but episode 2 made up for it all the way. Um, and yeah, so anyway, that's that with Eureka 7 AO. Next show I want to talk about is Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, and and this show, I mean, what can I say? Like this episode, the episodes. I want to say, how many episodes have I seen? 5? Yeah, 5. Um, First 5 episodes have been pretty comical. I mean, there weren't really any episodes to the point. I mean, it's funny, but it wasn't that funny to the point where I was like literally on the floor laughing, like with Gintama or sometimes with Skit Dance. But but it's still pretty comical. Like I want to say, like episode 5 had me chuckling with Konohamaru, doing that sexy, pretty much keep doing the sexy jutsu, and then like at the end he pretty much did a sexy jutsu, but he pretty much transformed it to Guy Sensei, and then his fucking underwear fell off, and he was pretty much showing his junk, and I'm like. I couldn't help to chuckle at that. And then and also that I think it was episode 2 with that guy with not guy that episode 2 with Rock Lee and Sakura, where Rock Lee was trying to was send Sakura a love letter, and then Naruto also sent a love letter to Sakura, and they were pretty much trying to find out who sent the love letter, and then and just yeah, and so that was pretty funny. But other than that, Rock Lee anime has been okay so far. Like the openings and endings, actually. Like the opening, I believe the opening is done by and actually wasn't surprised that the opening is done by Hironobu Kageyama. If you don't know who Hironobu Kageyama is, he's pretty much pretty much the same guy that sung both Dragon Ball Z openings, Headshot and We Got Power. So when I heard that he's going to be doing the Rock Lee anime theme song, I wasn't really surprised because it seemed like seemed something Hironobu Kageyama would probably do, because the opening's pretty upbeat. Visuals were pretty okay. Like I like especially the part where when Rock Lee and Naruto were going at it, like when they were about to fight, pretty much they charged up. Like Rock Lee was in his inner gates mode, while Naruto was in his nine-tailed fox form, and they pretty much get out of their forms and start fighting in the air, and then they just keep going at it. And the song's pretty catchy. I mean, it's not that catchy compared to, I guess, Naruto opening 11, but it's pretty catchy. Give Lee, Hashiri, I said. And then and the ending, and Game Manic, if you're watching this, I completely agree with you 100%. The ending is so goddamn catchy. He's like, rock you, Lee, go, go. Like goddamn, like I think the ending is called Twinkle Twinkle, and it's done by this Korean band by the name of Secret. So but yeah, the ending is pretty on point. It's like it's somewhat it's not funny, but it's like kind of weird, seeing pretty much Team Guy dancing and singing, like especially Neji. And Neji in this series is weird as fuck. Like I mean, not like weird, but it's weird to see him, like, because I honestly, and I gotta agree with Jay too on this one too, that I actually thought that Neji was going to be the straight man in this anime, because obviously this is pretty much based off a GOG manga, not by Kishimoto, but some other guy. And yeah, it's pretty much an adaptation of a gag manga that's published in a monthly magazine. And you would think that Neji would be the straight man, considering the fact how serious he is in the actual series. But it's Tenten that's actually the straight man, because Tenten, like Neji's, I guess I wouldn't say Neji's just as silly as Lee, but he's like a bit, yeah, he's a tad bit, he acts somewhat not himself if you would compare him to to the original, to the actual Naruto series, because he's done stuff that's just like I guess hilarious in some way. and Tenten's always the one, yelling at Lee, and you're like, cut it out, and it's just like, yeah, so, but yeah, the Rock Lee anime is pretty enjoyable so far. Looking forward to more episodes, and I think it's ongoing, yeah, so, yeah, so that's it for Rock Lee. Next show I want to talk about is, Mysterious Girlfriend X. Now, this show did not expect I honestly did not expect myself to watch, because if you just read the plots, it'll just be like, no, like, because literally, like, just the plot just pretty much, I guess, turns people off, because, you have this guy, and then he falls for this girl, and then he's in love with this girl to the point where he fucking, put her drool in his mouth, and then he yeah, that just automatically throws people off the wall if they just read that plot. But honestly, I mean, I actually thought, I would be way more disgusted with the first episode than I thought I would be, but actually I wasn't. So, I mean, I'm watching it so far, and it's okay. I mean, it's not god awful, like, but it's all right. It's all right in my opinion. So, Mysterious Girlfriend X, I believe it's adapted from a weekly seinen manga, which I'm actually kind of surprised that it's seinen, because, well, not really, because some of the stuff in it's not. I mean, it's borderline seinen. I wouldn't even, because honestly, I wouldn't put this in a shoujo. I wouldn't put this, this series in a shonen category. So, but Mysterious Girlfriend X, it's interesting to some extent, but yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say with Mysterious Girlfriend X. It's okay. I wouldn't see myself actually buying it, because I know it's licensed by Sentai Filmworks, but it's okay show to watch. Honestly, I can't see myself actually buying it unless it gets way better later on, because it's slated for 13 episodes only. So if it gets way better to the point where I actually would dish out cash to buy it, then at this point I can't really see myself buying it, or more or less rewatching it when it's finished. But um yeah, so but that's pretty much all I gotta say about Mysterious Girlfriend. So anyone who's watching Mysterious Girlfriend, what are your thoughts on it? I know Yokorama is reading the manga, and I heard the manga is way better than the anime, but the series so far, just judging it by the anime standpoint, so it's all right. So yeah, that's pretty much that with Mysterious Girlfriend X. Next show I want to talk about is Medaka Box, and um, Medaka Box, it's all right too. I mean, I would say I like it a little bit more than Mysterious Girlfriend X, but it's okay so far. Just judging it by the first 5 episodes. Medaka, I mean, I really don't mind her. I know Gay Man, I think, finds her annoying, but I don't know. I kind of admire her passion to always trying to come to everybody's aid, and trying to fill out everyone's request that is put in the Medaka box. I like Zenkichi's cool. Um, and yeah, I mean, so far in terms of characters, I don't really have a favorite character. I mean, you would probably guess that my favorite character of the series so far is Medaka, because my current avatar for this channel is Medaka in her dojo outfit, and you see her tits and whatnot. But no, I mean, I like Zenkichi. Zenkichi's cool. I think it's Akune or Akane, pretty much the pretty boy guy that recently joined in terms of the anime. He's meh. I mean, and I mean, I kind of respect him for his admiration for Medaka, and also trying to get with Medaka, but it's like I really can't connect with that. Yeah, I really can't connect with that guy. I guess, same goes with, I guess, Shiranui. I believe that's that blue haired girl's name. Yeah, she's just random as fuck. Yeah, she's just pretty random. And really, we don't really see that much of her, unless it's just her, unless it's just Zenkichi just walking around, and then she automatically pops up in Zenkichi's face, and just blabbing to Zenkichi about some random shit. But yeah, so far I'm liking Medaka Box. Kind of sad that even though I find Medaka Box okay, I mean, it's still kind of sad that it's only going to be 12 episodes. I hope my anime list is wrong, and it's actually going to be, and it's actually ongoing, like with Kuroko's Basket. But because I've heard that like what do you call it? Medaka Box actually turns into a battle manga later, which is actually, I guess, one of the reasons why as to why I hope it's more than 12 episodes, because I believe like, because yeah, someone in the comments in my on my I forgot what video, but someone wrote in the comments section below in one of my videos saying that Medaka Box, turns into a battle manga where, like, pretty much similar to, I guess, to, if you, yeah, somewhat similar to Reborn, where Reborn pretty much started out with just, with comedy and just randomness, and then eventually it got to the point where where shit just hits the wall and everyone's just fucking, there's just fights off the ass and up the ass and whatnot. So but yeah, so yeah, that's what I've heard, that like it turns into a battle manga later on. I want to say, like, I don't know. I have to check because I read it on Medaka Box Wiki, and like, and I don't remember exactly what chapter it actually starts taking I guess the shonen route. And I know why it turns into a battle manga is because I believe that the first arc of the series, which is the arc that the anime is in right now, didn't do so well in Weekly Shonen Jump when it first came out. I believe in 2009. It didn't do so well to the point. It didn't do so well to the point where it actually literally got almost canceled from Weekly Shonen Jump, and that's why the creators switch genres from it being, I guess, a slice of life series to pretty much a battle manga. I guess, yeah. So that's mainly why they switch genres. So that's what I'm hoping, that I'll be able, the anime goes more than 12 episodes, so I can see, how they will, make the transition to it being, seeing the transition between, you guys get what I mean, just seeing the transition from them transitioning it from a normal slice of life show series to, an actual fighting shonen. So yeah, so that's pretty much it with Medaka Box. Um, as though I needed to say something else, but can't think of it. Yeah. Anyway, Croco's Basketball. This show is, it's fucking beast. Like, basketball, it's like, it's God, it's fucking good. It's fucking good shit right here. Like, the first episode like had me hooked. Like, to the point where I actually even went out of my way and made a video on my other channel. Like, and I really don't do this. Like, yeah, I really do this with certain animes. Like, just like, god damn, the first episode just got, and then the recent episodes have been way better when they actually, when like, and it was, yeah, it's just, oh, Kuroko's Basketball, like, it's just, it's the shit. And the opening is just beats, like, Shoji has made up. It's like, oh man. But yeah, I really like the characters. Kuroko's weird, but I mean, if you were to ask me who was my favorite character out of the two main characters, I would say Kagami all the way. Um, yes, I mean, Kuroko, I respect Kuroko because, he's pretty much, he is the main character, but like, I just find him weird. Like, his ability to just, conceal his presence and just appear out of nowhere just weirds me out. But it's cool though, because it's actually useful in basketball tournaments where, like, no one will be able to see him pass the ball to, a certain person, and then they'll go for the shot. So, and Kagami's a fucking beast. Like, his strength is off the charts. So glad they actually beat Kisei. Kisei, I know he's one of the generations of miracles, but he just pretty much seems to me as a glorified pretty boy. So I mean, but I know he's good as fuck at basketball. Like, I think it was, I guess, somewhat luck that Kagami's team pretty much beat Kisei's team, but who knows? So yeah, so first 5 episodes have been amazing. Looking forward to more. And I hope, and along with Medaka Box, I hope this is more than 25 episodes. I mean, like, seriously, like, Kuroko's Basket has, like, 16, like, so many amount of material to work with, but I don't know, I hope my MA list is wrong and it's actually more than 25 episodes, so. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say with Kuroko's Basketball. Next show I want to talk about is, Lupin the Third, the woman named Fujiko Mine. And this is, I believe, did I say this? I don't know. I don't know, but I probably said this in my update video that this is the first Lupin Third series I've watched. I've seen bits and parts of Lupin the Third when it was airing on Adult Swim back in 2004, 2005, and I really didn't understand because I was like 10 or 11 at the time, so I didn't really understand that much what was going on. So, but but Lupin the Third, a woman named Fujiko Mine is pretty interesting. This the first episode just got me hooked. Like just the just the way, just the soundtrack, the character designs, um, just yeah, the story itself of having Fujiko pretty much going place to place to obtain a certain rare treasure or artifact for herself, and then pretty much she's in this one way or the other, she ends up using her body at the end, somewhere in the episode, like literally in the episode she was fucking naked, like I want to say 3 times in the first episode, and just and yeah, I was like, okay, is she gonna be like naked for the entire series? Because I believe, yep, I believe this is supposed to be 13 episodes long. Yeah, 13 episodes long, and like I think it was episode 3 where literally like she was fully clothed for the first, I want to say 18 minutes of the episode. I was like, oh shit, she's actually going to not be naked in an episode. And then like later on, and then like later, the last couple minutes of episode 3, the samurai pretty much slashed her clothes off, and then he pretty much saw, she got the jewel ring thing that was pretty much covering her private parts. So and yeah, he saw her tits and everything, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, ah, I fucking spoke too soon, apparently. I fucking spoke too soon, apparently, on episode 3 of Fujiko. But, yeah, Fujiko's been alright so far. Um, Liking how it's going. I want to say episode 5. Episode 5 was pretty good with, I believe that was the first time, I believe, Lupin and, not, Lupin and Jigen first met, apparently. So, yeah, I like that, I guess, that little fake, not really showdown, but yeah, um, pretty much like, I guess, the interaction between Lupin and Jigen. So yeah, so Lupin the Third, woman named Fujiko Mine, has been pretty good so far. I would say this is, I guess, I don't know, this is it's really good so far. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Fujiko. Uh, Next series I want to talk about is Fate Zero second season. Yeah, seeing the first 4. Yeah, this is just my opinion based off the first 4 episodes. I am liking this a lot better than season 1. Because season 1, the first 2 episodes were okay. They're pretty damn good. But I want to say it was around episode 3. It was episode, for me, it was episode from episode 3 to 10. I want to say, yeah, 10. I just literally just lost interest. Like I literally had to marathon Fate Zero on winter break. That's like I felt out of Fate Zero just by episode 3. Like I don't know why. I mean, just I don't know. But episodes 11 through 13, they pretty much picked up the pace for me. And the first 4 episodes of this season, of the second season, have been on point. Especially episode 18 with when we get to see when we got to see Kiritsugu's backstory, with him and his father in that island, and pretty much they go, everyone, shit just goes crazy, and then he meets this woman, and I believe that woman is pretty much connected. It's pretty much connected to, I mean, I guess the reason why Kiritsugu is the way he is, in the present day, where like when he was a kid, he was pretty much like any other kid, but now in his older self, he's pretty much a coldless, heartless man in a sense. So yeah, I really like that. Looking forward to episode 19, where I believe that's continuing off of what happened from episode 18 with his backstory. So yeah, Fate Zero has been really good so far. I'm enjoying the second season a lot better than the first season. So yeah. And finally, the last show I want to talk about briefly is Zedman. And when I mean briefly because honestly, I do episode reviews on Zedman every single Monday. So really, I mean, you can pretty much guess know about my thoughts from the episode reviews, but Zedman has been, pretty good so far, just judging by the first 6 episodes that have come out. Yeah, I'm really liking it. This is one of the other shows that I would want Viz to hopefully pick up for additional rights for DVD and Blu-ray, and also the possibility of, dubbing it, like they would, like they did with Tiger and Bunny. So yeah, Zenman's been really good so far. Jin for the motherfucking win. Fuck Koga. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I don't hate Koga, but just like, I just can't stand this character. Like, I really can't. And I really like the concept of, pretty much of Zenman being a somewhat a dark hero series where, where it's not like your generic, superhero series, because Jin is pretty much, he's a hero in some sense, but, he's not your average, superhero who would pretty much just do, you know, there's pretty much dark stuff in this series, if you couldn't tell, because this is a setting and just and yeah, so really liking Zedman thus far. Really, I mean, I really can't find anything else to talk about. Like the first episode was just fucked up in so many ways. The second episode was pretty much way more fucked up. Well, the first episode wasn't that fucked up. I mean, but it was kind of messed up seeing Akemi pretty much getting like, potentially killed almost twice, because I literally thought that bitch was dead after when that chameleon player pretty much struck his tongue um across her face. Like, I literally thought that was the finishing blow, but I was like glad that she was alive, because the chameleon player killed Jin's grandfather, and I was like, damn. And Jin didn't even know what the fuck happened to his grandfather, because he was like, okay, why is my grandfather moving? Because his grandfather never taught him what it means to die. So and episode 2 was just fucked up on many ways, when Amagi pretty much made Jin believe that he killed Akemi, but that was just an illusion. So um yeah, so really Zenman's been really awesome so far. It's a damn shame that it's only going to be 13 episodes, but I see why, considering the fact I hear that they cut a good amount of material from the manga. So I have peeked at the manga, and I understand why it's only going to be 13 episodes. Let's just say that much. So, yeah, that's it for Zedman. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of this first impressions video for the spring 2012 anime lineup. Hope that you enjoyed, I guess, hearing my views on certain series. Leave any comments below regarding the series you're watching, and tell me what shows are you watching from this season and your thoughts on it. So anyway, this is Seasonal Talk Sam. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.